Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Beards and Board Games with me, Georgie. Today I'm going to be reviewing Bad Medicine. Bad Medicine is a game that is not currently released yet. It's currently available for pre-order. Was designed by Gil Hova. Thanks again, Gil, for sending me the prototype version to review. It is a party game. It plays from 3 to 8 players. It says plays from 30 minutes. I would say 30 to 45 minutes because of the amount of laughter and just the the joking around. Generally, it's just a sort of acting out game. Sort of you get to choose. I mean, there's variations of 3 to 4 players, different between a 5 and an 8 because a 5 and an 8 is a team player. But I kind of preferred it with just the 3 to 4 player. I have played it with both. The game itself, the aim of the game is basically to score victory points. I guess you can call them that, or points. You get points by if somebody picks your card, or you're voted basically the funniest game, the funniest sort of advertiser for your drug. You play a huge pharmaceutical company that is basically just been pumping out so many drugs for so long. They've got so much money, they just want to advertise their drug as quickly as they possibly can without really caring about the side effects, but even with the side effects, trying to sort of give them an added bonus to it, maybe to make it a bit more humorous. Really is a really funny game. So without further ado, let's go and have a look at Bad Medicine. So guys, this is Bad Medicine, 151 card deck, so a lot of variation in there. Malady card, and you draw a card at the start of everyone's turn to basically decide what the disease is that you're going to be curing this round is. In this instance, it's flesh prone to rusting. Wow, that's that's going to be a tough one to try and pitch. We'd also say that there's a handful of voting cards, and when you're playing from 5 to 8 player, it's also pitching cards and formulating cards. So, you know, it's a surprise when you play like that, because then some people, the pitchers, don't know what they're going to be pitching. Excuse me, and it can just be really funny and a real surprise for them, and it's almost as shocking as it is when you get a side effect, which I'll show you in a minute. There's also 8 reference cards for all the players, so that everyone knows exactly how they're playing. When you're, I mean, the game is so, I don't even know how to say it, so full of laughs, so full of humour. You just, it's just so, it is so funny when you're actually playing the game. It really is. So I'll basically explain how you go through a round. Anyway, so if it was my turn and I was the first person, you get a first person token, which is the sergeant. I was going to say sergeant. It's a strange looking sergeant. Surgeon general card. Female, male, doesn't really matter. You know, we're all humans here. No sexist in this game yet, depending on what comes out of the disease. You draw 7 cards. And then with your 7 cards, you'll see that all of the cards are the same, but they've all got a top, a middle, and a bottom. Well, that sounds familiar, like an old British TV show. Can't even remember what it's called. Strike It Lucky? Anyway, on the top is what you use to name your drug. On the middle is the 2 things that you need to use in your description when you're explaining and pitching your drug to people. And then the bottom is the things that people or you hand to the other players at the end of their pitch, and then they decide what they pick for a side effect, and then say that, you know, and it just sort of all rolls out. And I'll just explain. I'll show you basically how a round goes. It's quite funny. So what would I do here for my turn? What would I do here? Let me have a look. Okay, I would use those 3 cards for my drug name. And I would use those 2 for some descriptions that happen during the drug, and that would be it. So also when I would be pitching, I'm just going to draw them now, just so that I'm a bit smoother when showing. The players that I'm playing with would all hand me
a card that they thought would be a funny side effect for what I'm trying to pitch. So let me see which one I would pick here either way. Okay, I would pick that one for the last thing. So let me try and give a good pitch here. So Georgie's Pharmaceutical Company, where we try our best every single year, every single decade, and every single century, we've brought medication to you to cure the new flesh-eating disease where your flesh seems to be prone to just rusting and just eating away at itself. And to cure that, we have came up with our new drug, which is called Crap Ploppet. Now, Crap Ploppet is a new drug that we've been making studies on for the last 10 years, since we first heard about flesh prone, since we first heard about people's flesh that started to rust. The only other thing I would say about it, which is almost a bonus, is that your toenails stop growing when you're on this Crap Ploppet. And that is a really good thing, because not only when your toenails start growing is one of your legs, most likely, not always, but most likely, the leg that you use most often to kick people with, or to kick football with, or to just do anything with your whatever footed or handed you are, becomes really, really powerful, uber strong, and almost a bit bulky. But that doesn't matter, because your toenails don't grow, and you don't need to get down there to trim it, so essentially you're just walking around with a weapon of a leg all the time, and that's that's basically it. The only other thing I would say, the only side effect that we've been able to find is that you have a violent involuntary twitching sometimes. Not all the time, just sometimes with some people, and that can sometimes be an issue with some people, but again, not to worry, because if you've got the leg, which you don't need to clip your toenails on again, I would say that if your involuntary twitching ain't anybody going to be able to stop you to do it with a leg that's that powerful. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So that's why I would buy Crap Ploppet. Crap Ploppet is the drug for you if your flesh is starting to rust. And that's basically my description and pitch for a for a game. And then, you know, out of the three cards, and you know, say you're playing a 4-player, out of the, or you know, 3-player, out of the 2 cards, you would then vote for 4-player. Out of the 3 cards, you would then vote for which side effect was used. No, whichever side effect was used. Sorry, is the one that gains somebody an extra victory point as well. And then once everyone's had a round, or a shot, or a go, trying to cure with their drug your flesh being prone to rusting, then you tally up the points, move on, and then go on to the next round. And then your next penalty would probably be something like your left arm falls off. So again, a really, really funny one. But anyway, let's go and take a look at what I thought of Bad Medicine.
So guys, what did I think about Bad Medicine overall? Awesome game. Awesome. Lots of hilarity. Lots of really funny bits in it. Just lots of humour to be had in general. I just found it, I mean, it brings out just the real funny side in some people, even the people that you don't expect to come out with some of the stuff that they do. It's really funny, and I would say, you know, as far as a party game goes, you can take this to a bar, you know, anywhere, and just play it with, you know, the people. You can teach it to anyone in 5-10 minutes. Really easy, really great fun. Did I mention that this game is a Kickstarter game? Not currently released yet. I think I mentioned that earlier. But not only that, but it raised over $30,000 on Kickstarter, over 1,000 backers, and I think it was something like 377% the amount of money that it actually asked for, and it just kept going. And you know, this was a 150 card deck, I believe, and 151 card deck. Now it's 200 card deck. different tokens and stuff coming with the game now, like pill tokens. Oh, that sounded weird. Pill tokens for, you know, like sort of points that you've got, I believe. Voting tokens as well to keep hidden and then reveal. Just lots and lots of really fun things. I got to say again, thanks again to Gil for sending this to me, man. Thanks so much. You know, you've been such a great guy, and you know, just in sending this to me and giving me an opportunity to review this. And thanks to everyone again for watching. You've been watching another episode of Beards and Board Games with me, Georgie. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe down below. Catch you guys later.